right. All right, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm doing it late, but we're gonna do this over here. Not about to go mess around over there. So now we're really gonna get some really short videos. But I have to do some things because that's not by coincidence that every time I'm trying to do something, I have these slight interruptions. But here we go. So I'm just gonna quickly talk briefly about this topic about when the narc mess up looking for something better. So my example, my little scenario, it's like the narc can have a really nice car, really flashy, able to, meet, him, her, because the narc can be a male or female, have all their friends or whatever, and they're all having a great time, when you guys are in this car. So they go to a car dealership, and they're thinking like, well, if I can get all this attention with this car, maybe I can get a better car. So they trade in their car because the car got some value, and they get another car. Now the car, looks good or whatever and everything, but the car doesn't have everything that the other car that was traded in. It's not fully loaded. It looks good, but it did attract some people, but it didn't attract, the people that the narc really wanted, or the person that the narc really wanted. So the narc takes that car back and try to upgrade and get a whole nother car. Now this car might go faster. But maybe it's a two-door, it's a little bit smaller. So the narc can only have one supply up in this car, so they can only track one supply because ain't no room to have multiple supplies up in this car, and they can't do all that narcish. Can't let the seed back to carry on. I know what I said. Okay, so then they take it back and they trade it in for another one. Now this one is pretty much, it runs and get them from point A to B, but it's not a nice looking car, and it doesn't drive as fast, but it's a little bit bigger. But now it's a gas guzzler, so the narc can't really go do what they do and get someone else, because they barely can afford the date because it's a gas guzzler. So the narc take that car back and trade it in for another one. Okay, so they traded in this car, and let's just say this car's a junker. It's a lemon, mixed back doors, and 3 hood caps, 1 windshield wiper, and a horn that just sing a taco tune. Anyways, let's keep on going. And then now they can barely get anyone. Now they barely can get anyone. So what they end up doing, they decided they go back to the first dealership and be like, yeah, I want to buy my first car back, but they sold the car. A narc will go around actually trying to look for the buyer, like how they're trying to look for you and everybody else, or looking for a car similar, but they never get exactly what they had already, looking for something better.